What's up, people? What's up? Good morning. How you guys doing? Shout out to each and every one of you this morning. What's going on? As we see, the topic today is, should we consider growing jelly melon? Or should you even think about growing jelly melon? We're going to talk a little about it today. This is jelly melon. This is jelly melon here. We're gonna cut it just now and I'm gonna show you the inside. But we're gonna talk a little about the jelly melon. I did a video talking about the jelly melon, and why I did that video because I had a little experience with them and how they appear. Yes, if you notice, the outer part of it is very, this is not, this could actually poke you. It's stiff enough that it could actually poke you, so be careful of them. All right, also there's the vines. In the vines there's a prickle in the vines, a very small prickle in the vines, that if it get in your hand, they get between your fingers, you know, it could scratch you for real. It can scratch you. So today I want to say, why, if do you think you should ever grow jelly melon? Okay, I have a lot of them, guys. I had a harvest. I have a whole bowl of them, and I harvest about 20 of them today. But the only AD New Day vlog, how you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Good to see you. Happy. Hope everyone is doing wonderful. All right. So this is a jelly melon, and it have some prickle on the side that can definitely prick you in your hand. So be careful of that. I'm doing pretty good. The new day, I'm doing pretty good. Now, these melon, they're vines. They're very invasive. I'm just gonna give you my thoughts on it. Hello, hello, Tress, see how you doing? Thank you for being here. Yes, so guys, these melon, when you're growing them, they're very invasive. So you gotta be mindful of that. You cannot grow them too close to other plant because they will take over the plant. They also have some prickle inside of them that you got to be careful of, because if it get in your skin, it can basically, it can be really sting you for a few days. So you want to be mindful of this thing. Should you grow it? Yes, if you have the space, you should try. I will never tell no one not to grow them. I will just tell you what to be aware of. So the prickle, you don't want to be touching them too much, because if they get in your skin, they can tickle you. They can scratch you for days. Also, the prickles. Now, when you taste them, they're not that sweet. They're not that sweet. But what they do, I'm learning that they have a lot of vitamins inside of them. So if they have a lot of vitamins in them, that's a reason why you should grow them. Okay? But I will always say, if you have the space, or be careful with the vines. The vines have some serious prickle inside of them. All right? So should you grow them? Yes, you should definitely grow them if you have the time and the space. Now, I'm gonna cut it because I want you guys to see inside of it. They're not too sweet, but I'm learning they're rich in vitamin. So let me bust it down. You notice how it look inside? You see how it look inside? It have a lot of seed inside. And it's not that sweet. It's not that sweet. But, and you just got to be careful of the vines. But should you consider growing them? Yes. You should definitely grow them. Yes, I'm growing them. If you notice, I know had a beautiful harvest here. So you grow them just like Mellon. You plant them by the seed and you just let them grow. But the thing is, they will just grow wild. So you ain't got to take too much care of them. You just allow them to grow. And they will grow and they will produce a lot. But you want to make sure you put them in an area where they can control themselves. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry for that. Yes, guys, the taste is amazing and you should grow it. I definitely think you should grow it. It have a lot of seed inside of it. It's not sweet, but when they're ripe, they taste a little better. And sometimes it's not about the sweetness, it's about what you can get out of it. So if you can get vitamins out of a fruit, it's worthwhile growing. What I'm going to do, I have a lot of them here, man. A lot of them. But what I'm really going to do, I'm really going to scrape them out and I'm going to mix some smoothie with them. So just blend them up together and make them into smoothie, some of them. And I'm also going to be eating some of them like it. The truth is, why I did a video talking about why I wouldn't grow them, And the truth is, why I said I wouldn't grow them, I was pruning some of them, and while I was pruning them, some of the prickle get between your finger. And when it get between your finger, it starts stinging. So I said, nah, I can't grow these things. But now, when I realize how much they grow, and the taste and learning how much vitamins they have, because our body need the vitamins, it worthwhile to put them in a corner by themselves. You just want to make sure you put them in a corner by themselves, and you can grow them. Don't put them around other plants because they're very invasive. They spread like wildfire and they will stifle out the other plant. So you want to make sure you put them in an area by themselves. But the benefit I'm learning that they have, it's worthwhile growing them. But the warning is be careful of the vines and always remember these prickles outside, they're very steady. So they could bore you and they could choke you. So you be mindful of how you're handling them. But I'll say, if you have the space to grow them, you can grow them. Because you ain't have to take care of them. You just plant them and allow them to grow. And once they start growing, they're just going to be spreading. And they do produce a lot. From one to plant, you could end up with 20, 25 of them. So my go-to it is, grow it if you can. Grow it if you have the space. Just remember about the prickles in the vines. You don't want to touch the prickles with your bare hand because they get between. If they get between there, they will be scratching you from time to time. All right, so this is just for the people who thinking about growing jelly melon. This is a live to encourage you. You can grow it if you have the space. They're very invasive, and also they're loaded with a lots of benefit and seed of benefit as well of from eating them. Not sweet, but what the taste it giving you, it tells you. You could taste the richness. It tells you it have benefit inside of it. You could taste it. And I believe it do have vitamins. Why? I believe it have vitamins because the taste, it have almost a sour taste inside of it. So what they're saying could be true because it have a sour taste, a little sour, not too sour. You know, like how the orange, like how orange have that little taste, and they say orange good for vitamins and these things. This is not as sour as orange, but it have that taste that you could taste the richness out of it. So if you look over the vines and the prickle outside, you can grow it. Because if there's a fruit out there that you can get vitamins from that your body need, then you should grow it. So I'm not going to discourage anyone from growing this. Because right now I'm thinking about growing a couple more, but I'm going to be putting them by themselves and let them go for themselves because they does that. I've seen it for myself. All right, and then at the end of the season, you could harvest 15, 20 of them. 15, 20 of them, and then you could just be eating them as a snack. So yes, I'll say grow them if you have the space. Just remember the prickle and just remember those fine prickling the vines. Be mindful of that. All right, thank you guys for watching. Hope you all enjoy. Peace, love, and blessing.